When everything around you changes, when the ground disappears beneath your feet, there is one truth that never shakes. Woke up with the weight of the world on my back, mirror staring at me, but I can't find the answers in that. Tried to build something solid on my own strength alone. Castles made of sand collapse when the tide comes home. Made too many mistakes, carry guilt that wouldn't fade. Chased the fame and the fortune, chased the noise that I made. Thought success would fill the emptiness I felt inside, but the higher that I climbed, the more that emptiness would rise. Then I opened up the word, Revelation chapter 1, verse 8 hit me like a fist, I couldn't run. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, one who was, who is, who come, eternal, unsurpassed. If he's the beginning, then he saw me before my birth. If he's the end, then he already knows my worth. And in the middle of it all, every failure, every scar, he's still the Almighty, he's still who we are. I try to be the center of my own universe, but the universe has an owner, I'm just one verse in a story much bigger, written before time began. And the author never fails, every comma has a plan. Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. He was before me, he'll be there when life transcends. Almighty, unchanging, he never fails. When everything crumbles, he's the wall that never falls. Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I might lose myself, but he never loses me again. Almighty, eternally, never grows tired. The ground may shake beneath me, but the rock stays higher. The world is selling identity through your feet, tells you who you are based on followers and reach. But if your value depends on somebody else's applause, you're building on a sandbar and the ocean has no pause. I bought into that product, I paid way too much. Woke up famous for a day, next morning out of touch. Then I realized the famous fog, it vanishes and wins, but the name of God remains the only solid ground to stand. He said I am present tense, not past. Not a God who used to be, a God who's built to last. Not a relic in a museum, not some ancient distant thing. He's the Almighty walking with me through everything. And that changes everything, changes how I rise, changes how I face my failures, pain and my demise. Because if the Eternal One already knows my name, what the world thinks about me will never be the same. Oh, I don't need to prove myself to anyone out there. He saw me at my worst and he chose to still be there. The Alpha made me, the Omega waits for me, and in the middle of the road, he's the one who sets me free. Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. He was before me, he'll be there when life transcends. Almighty, unchanging, he never fails. When everything crumbles, he's the wall that never falls. Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I might lose myself, but he never loses me again. Almighty, eternal, he never grows tired. The ground may shake beneath me, but the rock stays high. I was the beginning of my own end, trying to write a story without an author. But you are the Alpha, you started something new, and you're the Omega, you finish it in glory.
You are, you were, you are to come. Nothing I do will make you come undone. You are, you were, you are to come. Almighty, eternal, until the kingdom's won. You are, you are, you are to come. Good are you will burn. You are above. You are, you are to come. Almighty, eternal, until the kingdom's won.
You Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. He was before me, he'll be there when life transcends. Almighty, unchanging, he never fails. When everything crumbles, he's the wall that never falls. Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I might lose myself, but he never loses me again. Almighty, eternal, he never grows tired. The ground may shake beneath. You may not know who you are, but he does. He is the Alpha, he saw you before you ever existed. He is the Omega, he already sees where this all ends. And in the middle of it all, he chose you.